Nice to have you with us.
For the subjects of our next story, it's truly a dog's life. Here's Martha Teichner.
For Best in Show at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is the Doberman Pinscher.
A very big ribbon for a very big honor, winning Best in Show.
Look up here.
But especially special this year, the 150th anniversary of the Westminster Dog Show.
All of us that do this dream about winning this. You know, just like an NFL player dreams about winning the Super Bowl, this is our Super Bowl.
For handler Andy Linton, Penny's win was his second Westminster Best in Show, 37 years after the first. A career-capping triumph as Parkinson's disease forces him to dial back.
Oh, you're so nice. Is she always this nice?
She's always that nice unless you're a burglar or a squirrel.
She was so excellent, and she also stole my heart.
For Best in Show judge David Fitzpatrick, the honor of choosing was a privilege earned.
The Pekingese.
A two-time Best in Show winner himself, most recently in 2021 with his Pekingese, Wasabi. This year was his 53rd Westminster. But wait, let's rewind. Go back 1 week and counting before the big night.
Here's Wasabi.
Wasabi.
David Fitzpatrick was at home in rural Pennsylvania, taking me on a tour of just some of the loot his dogs have won over the years. All the silver and ribbons upstaged.
Here's a lovely little puppy.
By the puppies.
They're so
Like a huddle.
cute.
You can't tell the heads from the tails.
Have you ever seen Pekingese puppies?
Look at those babies.
These are 5-day-old Maltese.
How old were you there?
I think I was maybe 19.
Fitzpatrick was obsessed with dogs as a kid in Wilmington, Delaware, but wasn't allowed to have one. So, as a teenager, he started working with other people's dogs.
I was just immersed into this world of dogs and dog shows, and I was just so happy. You know, once I became, older and I wasn't living at home, I hated going home because every time I'd go home, my father would be like, when are you going to get a real profession? You just can't play with dogs your whole life. And I'd be like, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
He worked his way up to top-level handler, breeder, and finally respected dog show judge. Preparing for Westminster, as he brushed up on the breed standards for the more than 200 breeds entered. His biggest priority?
Just basically try not to fall and break a leg or get food poisoning or do anything that's going to sabotage the event.
The first Westminster Dog Show was in 1877. Its mascot then, its logo now, a pointer named Sensation. For most of its history, the show has been held at Madison Square Garden.
Sure, there's the dog show, and it's serious and it's important and it's iconic, but what really thrills me is that so many people come together just because they love dogs.
Every day can be Bring Your Dog to Work Day for Donald Sturz, president of the Westminster Kennel Club since 2022. He hasn't missed a Westminster since he was 10 years old, competing in junior showmanship.
I was showing our dog Clyde, who was this big blonde golden retriever who I could barely see over the top of. I was unfortunately one of those children who had some challenging times in school. I had a lot of bullying experiences. After a difficult day, to come home and the dogs are jumping up and down and the tails are wagging, as a child, that's a wonderful counterbalance, right, when things are not so great otherwise.
As Best in Show judge in 2022, Sturz picked Trumpet the Bloodhound as the winner.
This way, Pablo.
So we thought we'd ask him how a judge judges, demonstrating on my dogs, both bull terriers.
Pablo.
Pablo wanted nothing to do with any of it.
Oh, girly, are you ever special?
But Girly, a rescue,
You're going to go around the ring this direction.
loved her moment in an honest-to-goodness Westminster ring.
So the judge is going to be looking at the head, and as we know, a bull terrier has an egg-shaped head.
Girly's show dog wannabe ambitions were rewarded with a ribbon.
Oh, my.
Good girl.
That was last Sunday afternoon. Meanwhile, at the New Yorker hotel, where most of the dogs and their people stay, a logjam in the lobby.
What a beautiful dog.
We happened upon Jet, a standard poodle, and his owner-handler, 23-year-old Gia Giuffrida.
What are all the blue things?
His hair is like 9 or 10 inches long, so it just keeps it protected while he's being a dog.
On Monday, D for Dog, day 1,
Pitch number 30. Pitch number 32.
we saw 2 shows going on. The official one, the breed judging taking place in 10 different rings, and the unofficial and lovably goofy one in the benching area where dogs waited to compete.
He'd do anything for me.
We checked out Jet, compliantly getting his hair done.
We just take these bands out of his hair, and then we'll brush through it with a pin brush, and then we'll end up blowing it through it with a blow dryer, and then at the end we spray him up with hairspray.
A 2.5-hour process. And then it was showtime.
A place like this with all the crowd and the excitement, he just thrives off of it. He knows, he looks at me and we just go do it together.
Together, they won Best of Breed. Maybe we brought them luck. By Tuesday evening, the field had narrowed to 7 Best of Group winners. Wall-to-wall fans screamed and cheered as the finalists circled Madison Square Garden.
New York crowds are pretty rambunctious, so I'm going to try to tune it out, yet, I don't know if that's possible.
As David Fitzpatrick approached the ring, he had no idea which dogs were out there. The Best in Show judges sequestered. Until the big reveal.
A good example of any breed is beautiful, really. Your heart skips a beat to see something absolutely near perfect that nature could be so kind to let happen.
The Doberman Pinscher.
But it was Penny's night.
Master Reptile.